Hey friends, music lovers, Wes here checking in with a sort of a mid-month, late February vinyl inbox. Basically, I put so much stuff aside already for my end of February wrap-up video that video is going to be long as it is, so I thought I would just go ahead and share with you the stuff I bought just this past weekend. I had some really good scores at a local record store in their dollar bins, and some cool stuff at Goodwill. Actually, Goodwill has vinyl again all of a sudden, so that's awesome. It's been, I can't remember the last time Goodwill actually had any vinyl at all, so I guess they're getting it back in. Really cool. So let's just go ahead and get into this video. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. So let's start with the Goodwill finds. They're 99 cents at Goodwill right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing we got here is a Motown compilation called Christmas Gift Wrap. Christmas compilation with Diana Ross and the Supremes, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Stevie Wonder and the Temptations. And they each have 2 or 3 tracks on here, so that's a cool little addition to my Christmas music collection, and should be some good music on here, so glad to have found that. We got a Sean Phillips album, Transcendence. This is from 1978. Don't know much about Sean Phillips, but I've been finding a lot of his records lately. This next one's an upgrade to something I already have in the inbox, so I thought I'd just go ahead and grab these for $1. I mean, you know, this is all inbox fodder stuff to just listen to that I've never heard before, and that's what I always like to be hearing new music, so that's what the inbox is all about, and buying a lot of dollar bin records so I can always be hearing new things. Next thing we have here is Second Contribution from Sean Phillips. This is one I said, you know, I had this in the inbox already, but this is a pretty nice copy here. And I don't remember, some of these are promos. Okay, that one's not a promo. Okay, we'll continue on here. No promos yet, we're getting to some. This one actually happens to be The Prophet, Khalil Gibran, music interpretations featuring Richard Harris. Don't know anything about this, just looked and sounded interesting and unique, and you know, something to put on and play sometime and just to experience. So that was cool. It's a promo DJ copy. Some comedy here, 2013 by Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks. That's a promo copy as well. Another Sean Phillips. This is Collaboration. Here was a really cool find. Something, you know, I think as long as I've been looking for and collecting Harry Belafonte records, you'd think I would have them all, but I recently saw this one on a discography list, and I thought, I've never seen that one before, and here it is, Belafonte Sings of Love. When was this from? 68 is when this was done. Beautiful, beautiful cover, and perfect to find it in the month of February, right near Valentine's Day and everything. So just excellent to have found this and add another piece to my Harry Belafonte collection. Another copy of Emerson, Lake and Palmer's debut album. This one's actually on Cotillion. I couldn't remember if my copy was on Cotillion or on Atlantic, so I grabbed this since it was on Cotillion, and go ahead and check that one out. See if maybe it's an upgrade or, you know, an earlier pressing of that. And the last thing from Goodwill is this Procol Harum live album. Another one I believe I have already in the inbox somewhere, but this one happens to be a promo copy, white label A&M Records there. So that was a cool find. This next small stack here is the rest of the dollar bins at the record store here in town called Arrow's Aim Records. I just hadn't visited there in the past year or so, had some personal problems with them. Just finally got over it and finally decided, you know, I'm just going to go there and check it out. And took a tear through their dollar bins and didn't quite finish last week when I was there, so I went back last night on Sunday and finished up the dollar bins, and these were the last of what I got out of their dollar bins. The first thing we have here is Supertramp's Crisis, What Crisis? This is one I haven't heard yet, and definitely one that people have recommended to me, and I love Supertramp, I love Crime of the Century, Breakfast in America, So I know this was another one of their well-loved ones, so it was cool to find this in the dollar bin. So pick that up. I've been finding a lot of early Hall & Oates. This is bigger than Both of Us by Hall & Oates from '76 here. Don't know anything about their early work. The only Hall & Oates I know are the '80s when they got really big. So it'll be interesting to hear some of this. Maybe I know some of these songs and don't even know it, but that'll be cool to experience. Got something, I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm guessing it's jazz. It's on the Buddha label. This is Carmen McRae, I'm Coming Home Again. And the main reason I picked this up is because it has Hank Crawford, Freddie Hubbard, Hubert Laws, Grover Washington Jr., a bunch of other jazz musicians on here. I'm guessing she's maybe a jazz vocalist. 2 LP set, yeah, as I said, on the Buddha Records label. I don't know if I have anything on Buddha Records, so that was a cool pickup for $1. I got something just weird. I found some strange stuff in their dollar bins that I didn't know what any of it was. Not well-known stuff here, but we got a Cimarron with rings. Not sure what this is. It was an interesting looking album. It's on the Entrance label. Anyway, don't know anything about this, but for $1, I will take a chance on it. Another copy of Brewer and Shipley, Shake Off the Demon. I think this is another one I have in the inbox, and I know Dr. Jed Wax has talked about Brewer and Shipley in the past. Generally pick these up when I find them in the dollar bin. And this actually happens to be a promo copy on Kama Sutra. It's not a white label promo, but it does say not for sale, promotional copy on the label, so I guess they didn't do a white label for Kama Sutra. If I showed the interior of this one, just some lyrics and liner notes. And the last thing I picked up yesterday, Rare Earth, Get Ready. I believe this is a compilation of Rare Earth stuff. I don't have any Rare Earth in my collection, so I thought a compilation would be alright to pick up. Pretty nice condition copy here. On the Rare Earth custom label, of course, part of Motown Records. So cool. So those are my pickups from yesterday, Sunday, the what was it, the 23rd. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned. My February wrap up is coming soon, and got some more Vinyl Survivor videos in the works. So stay tuned. Lots more to come. Please subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.